How to change a baby's sleep sack. Have you ever been in the stores and wondered how a sleep sack for a baby works? Well, to change one on a child, this article can explain how. Method 1. Baby's arms through the armholes inside the garment. 1. Gather all the items you'll need, including the child who needs their sleep sack changed for some reason as well as a sleep sack, and whatever else may need to be changed at the same time. Lay them down on a flat surface, where they can't roll off and hurt themselves. 2. Open the zipper tab flap that should be currently covering the child's zipper, if one is included, which most should have. 3. Zipper down the zipper to the garment until it reaches the terminus at near the base of the sack. 4. Take your one hand and reach into their sleeves. 5. Grab their arm. 6. Pull their arm gently but firmly towards their face and body. 7. Repeat with pulling the other arm out of the other sleeve. H4 Part 2 Replacement with new H4. 1. Prepare to switch the old sleep sack for a new sleep sack. Reach down and pick up your child. Most parents prefer to have their spouse hold the child while they switch the garments. However, another spouse isn't close by to help out. You may end up holding your baby on your shoulder, as if you were attempting to burp them. Unzip the zipper to the new garment, and place this one in approximately the same position as the old one was, flat open with the neck area above the base. 2. Lay the baby back down into the garment, with only their feet, at this point, laying slightly inside the unzipped sleep sack. 3. Reach for your baby's first arm. 4. Place your baby's one arm gently into the sleeve. 5. Push your baby's arm into the sleeve until the sleeve arm can't reach out any further or until the baby's arm reaches out past the end of the sleeve. 6. Repeat this placing and pushing steps for the other hand. 7. Zipper up the garment. 8. Close the zipper tab flap to ensure your baby can't play with the zipper once you close it. Method 2. Baby's arms inside the sleep sack itself. 1. Gather all the items you'll need, including the child who needs their sleep sack changed for some reason. Lay them down on a flat surface, where they can't roll off and hurt themselves. 2. Open up the zipper tab flap that should be currently covering the child's zipper, if one is included, which most should have. 3. Zipper down the zipper to the garment until it reaches the terminus at near the base of the sack. 4. Fold back the sides of the clothing near the zipper to ensure you can easily see their hands. 5. Look for their hands. If you can see their hands, without reaching into the sleeves, you'll be undoubtedly using this method, which is a whole lot easier and a whole lot warmer for the child, and a definite serious consideration that most parents opt to use when dressing the child in one of these. H4 Part 2 Replacement with new H4. 1. Prepare to switch the old sleep sack for a new sleep sack. Reach down and pick up your child. Most parents prefer to have their spouse hold the child while they switch the garments. However, another spouse isn't close by to help out. You may end up holding your baby on your shoulder, as if you were attempting to burp them. Unzip the zipper to the new garment, and place this one in approximately the same position as the old one was, flat open with the neck area above the base. 2. Lay the baby back down into the garment with its feet inside the base of the garment. 3. Grab your baby's arms and place your baby's arms directly inside the sleep sack. Keep your one arm over top of their arm. They'll sometime manage to crawl around the closing method later, and doing so, prevents them from moving their hands. Make sure your arm is placed someplace in between the child's hands and elbows and is covering the whole length of both hands. 4. Use your free hand to close the zipper back up, as far as your arm can hold. When you notice the zipper getting closer to the child's hands, you may need to use your free pinky or ring finger to push down any oppositional methods from your baby. 5. Remove your arm from the baby's exterior portion of the sleep sack, once it is only a few inches past the baby's hands, and at about the height of their elbows. 6. Zipper the remainder of the zipper back to the very top of the garment. 7. Close the zipper tab flap, to ensure your baby can't play with the zipper once you close it. Tips. If the baby doesn't fit in a sleep sack, it may be time to stop the child from wearing one and convert over to other methods such as a blanket sleeper or the seasonally known onesie. Sleep sacks can be bought in only a few stores. Between Walmart and Toys R Us, sometimes Target on occasion, there aren't too many stores that sell sleep sacks. While some babies love being dressed in a sleep sack, there are others who don't love being in them. Let your child help decide what type of clothing they should wear. Most sleep sacks are best suited for those babies aged 0–9 months. Some parents use sleep sacks on their child throughout the entire day, or until their child needs a clean one. Sleep sacks are a great fit when it comes time for the child to wear diapers. Since they don't have bifurcated legs but do have an easy and open area that can make it easy to move around, using them can help create a secondary layer during changing times so that all you'll need to do is open the item, raise the child's legs, place the pad underneath and complete the change, and when finished reverse the process, all without making the child feel cold and clammy when their nightwear has been removed or put aside. Not many parents of children who use cloth diapers ever tend to lean on using sleep sacks for their children. But in the event that some do, and because the extra water could leak through upon removal of the plastic waterproof outer covering pant, these could be symptomatic of problems. Pull upwards on the zipper so the zipper slides effortlessly, like floating well above your child with an air pocket, like feel in between, if the child is still young enough to not move the garment themselves, while just young enough to know how it's been zippered, and what items can cause a big excitement in their parents' actions. Sleep sacks are just as warm on babies as a blanket sleeper is on a baby or infant toddler. So you don't have to worry too much about the baby needing an extra layer of clothing on top of the sack. Think about sleep sacks as the baby's own version of a sleeping bag that zippers in the middle of the bag and zippers to their neck, and can provide just the right amount of support your child needs once the baby can hold their head a little bit steady. Warnings. Watch for your baby's fingers to ensure they don't get caught in the zipper when unzipping it or zipping it back up. Your arm is there for some of the preventative measure, but isn't entirely accident-free. The sleep sack may not provide as much soothing action as the actual method of swaddling a child might provide, but it comes close. Since a sleep sack hinders walking, don't expect or allow a child to walk with them on, and when they do begin to start walking process, think about taking them off in lieu of other methods.